Hello and welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where we get faded and lost into our movie and film for the week. This week, Smile 2 with me, Byron, and Dan.
Hello,
He's back.
I'm back for more Smile.
Yeah. I'm excited to talk about this one.
Yeah, I got things to say.
Yeah. So this week we're going to try a new format. We're going to do some non-spoiler talk about what we like and didn't like about the movie, light plot stuff. And then after that, we'll do spoiler talk, where we talk about some events we like, plot points, and stuff we didn't like. And then I have a new rating system. It should be pretty fun.
We'll see.
All right. You want to read the synopsis?
I do want to read the synopsis. All right, so Smile 2. About to embark on a new world tour, global sensation Sky Riley begins to experience increasingly terrifying and inexplainable events. Overwhelmed by escalating horrors and pressures of fame, she must face her dark past to regain control of her life before it spins out of control.
Okay, that's a decent one.
Doesn't say anything about the Smile Monster,
No.
which I feel like is a big part of the plot.
Yeah. Only she cares about the Smile Monster. No one else in her life gives a fuck about.
True.
We can talk about the plot a little bit. It's about this pop star. What's her name?
Sky
Riley. Sky Riley. I don't know why I forgot it. But so she's recovering from a car crash from a year ago, which now she's on a whole like return tour type, getting ready to go back to tour. And then that's when she meets one of her friends and they give her the smile thing.
The smile thing. She gets the smile thing.
She gets smiled.
She gets smiled. He smiles himself.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he smiles himself and then she gets the smile thing. And now she has to deal with that as she's dealing with coming back from her like hiatus and like coming back to tour, and her mom's like pressuring her to like keep going, keep moving as she's losing her mind, you know?
Much like the first Smile.
Yeah, much like the first Smile, but I feel like I'm more invested in this character than the previous one.
What did you feel about this movie?
I liked it a decently amount. I did think there was some errors, or like not errors, like some issues that I feel like kind of was there in the first one, but it's still here in the second one. But they made everything that was good in the first one even better here.
Yeah, they definitely take a lot of the plot beats from the first one.
Yeah, similar stuff. I just feel like it's a little bit more different with the Smile creature, which we'll get into later. But I feel like the Smile creature is more active in this one.
Yeah. There's a lot more scares.
Yeah.
I meant to look up how many jump scares are in this movie because there is a shit ton of jump scares.
There's a lot.
And there's so many jump scares that I just felt like it could have happened at any second. Like I was just ready for it.
Yeah, they were holding that, like those shots. Those smiling faces in this movie are like, they really took it to the next level. I felt uncomfortable.
Smiles were good.
Yeah.
Smiles were good.
Did you like all the characters in the movie?
I liked the characters. I really liked her friend. So she has a friend who she's fallen out of contact with, and her mom's like urging her to call her. I don't know what the actress's name is or the character's name.
I forgot the character.
Yeah,
but we'll just call her her friend, because honestly that's her only friend in the movie.
She is funny.
She is very funny.
And I think this movie in general just funnier.
Yeah, it's funnier, and I feel like it's more like it takes itself less serious than the first one.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the characters are a lot more likable, or like you at least get them. I feel like in that first one there was just a lot of like asshole characters just be assholes.
Yeah, everyone's a dick in that movie.
Yeah.
And like it's definitely a similar vibe where like in this movie, same plot.
Yeah.
Same plot.
Similar plot.
Yeah. It's like she gets smiled, and then
I do feel like in this one she's actually trying to like improve herself, like trying to figure out like improve her life,
Mm.
and like she's actually making that type of effort. Well, I feel like Rose was just making everything worse.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't put any effort into trying.
No, she was just trying to figure out the mystery, and she was just like fucking shit up as she was doing that.
Yeah. No, you're so right.
But I mean, Riley still fucked up stuff. Fucked up stuff still happens to her.
Yeah.
But like most of the time, she's really trying to be better, which I like. What didn't you like?
I didn't like, well, there's stuff spoilerly I would want to get into.
I'll get to that later.
I would say I mostly settled in to, I don't know, that it is a like popcorn. I would say Smile 2 is just like it's dumb. Like it's dumb, but like it's fun.
It's dumb fun. You can't look too hard into like the logic of any of it, especially when we get towards the end. But it's there just to be like a good like horror movie time where you just like turn your brain off, you get scared because this thing's just smiling at you.
That scares you a lot.
I'm trying to think of what I didn't like. There was some stuff at the end that I didn't like that we have to wait for spoiler stuff. Most of the stuff that I didn't like were just kind of plot stuff that I can't talk about right now.
Yeah.
But overall, I liked it a lot. And I thought it was a good time. Like, it's not perfect, but it's a good horror movie time.
Yeah.
It might have been my favorite horror movie experience this year. But I missed like half of the year too. Like for some of them.
Yeah, I don't know where it ranks in my horror movie list.
I just feel like I had the most fun in this movie than the most fun and scared experience in this movie than like Maxine or Long Legs.
It's definitely better than Maxine.
Yeah.
Long Legs. This movie, Smile 2, it like berates you with like jump scares. Like that scares you, you know?
It really like doesn't stop.
No. Where like Long Legs is like
that slow burn, like building the horror type.
Yeah.
And it's like not always a jump scare, but when it's a jump scare, it gets you.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the jump scares in Smile 2 pretty much got me, I think.
Yeah. I like the one where she knocks a woman off the stage.
Yeah, we definitely gotta talk about that in spoilers.
That was a good one.
Well, let's not get too much into it.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I had a good time.
Yeah.
You too?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
I was a hater of the first movie too.
You were like kind of hating it.
I really came around. And I would say, yeah, better jump scares than the first one.
I feel like it has different feels than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Like they definitely were like a little bit like less serious. What? We're gonna keep going.
Don't cut.
And then I just feel like the first one was a lot more somber, and it was just like Rose was kind of giving up.
Yeah, the first one is so depressing compared to this one. I'm glad it was more fun. There was a lot of laughs.
Yeah,
like okay, so her friend was funny.
Her friend was funny.
There was other funny characters.
Yeah, I didn't like her mom at all.
Oh yeah, her mom's a bitch. She's the worst, like truly.
And it also has a really good intro, but I want to talk about the intro when we get into spoiler talks. I really like the intro a lot.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Spoiler talks.
Okay, so she smiles 84,000 Taylor Swift fans.
They're like, we can do whatever with the next one.
That's chaotic.
Yeah, it's very chaotic. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah. Well, it like becomes an entire like sci-fi scenario.
Yeah.
You know? Where it's like she smiles herself in front of all these people. In 7 days, they're all going to smile themselves. And like the world's gonna know,
But
right?
would the smile creature be able to take multiple people down like that?
That's another good question. I think in this movie they should have had two people get smiled.
You think
from the
so?
get-go. Yeah, they should have explained what happens when.
Maybe they're saving that for the next one. That's what the next one was about.
Mm.
But
But then it's also like it's got to be posted like 84,000 people like in 2 weeks. How many people is that?
I don't know. And a lot of people who are watching it live or some shit. There's videos where
Just go through video.
that monster didn't look good this time.
No,
I think the lighting wasn't good on it.
was it a different monster?
I want to say it was. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to rewatch it because there were like different monster faces that I liked in this movie. Like when she's in the freezer and it has like those wide white eyes, and it's like it has this insane smile on its face. I really like that one. I was like, there's so many faces that it was making. It was like changing its face and shit.
That's funny.
I also, a lot of these moments are really good with the smile creature. Like the fucking naked stalker dude.
Ooh, what? Why? Why is it skid marks? I don't understand.
That was a joke.
It's disgusting. I guess. So if anyone is in spoilers and hasn't seen it, she like
Yeah.
is following. There's all these clothes on the ground, and then the final one is a pair of whitey tighties inside out, huge skid mark.
And then it fans up to the stalker dude who, okay, we see the stalker dude earlier in the movie when the smile creature, I think it was doing a fake out. I don't think it was controlling that guy. I think it was using that guy for later. But there was this creepy stalker fan dude that's like talking weird to her and shit, and he looks disgusting too. And the worst part is, he looks disgusting just for the scare later.
Yeah, you can really see it coming.
And so he's saying weird stuff to her. He got a signed shirt from her, and then he's like, "He smelled good." I forgot what he said. He said a lot of weird stuff.
Oh yeah, and they should not have let that guy in. It's like a line of like a bunch of 12-year-old girls
And kids.
and this like one weird dude.
Yeah.
Security should have spotted that guy. Like, get him out of there.
And so you think he's like the smile creature because he's saying weird stuff, but then he just gets escorted. And then this kid comes up who's obviously the smile creature, and it's just staring at her. And when they go to take the picture, it's just looking at her, it's just smiling.
Yeah. That one didn't get me as much.
No, I think that one was more of a like, we're gonna hold your attention. We're not gonna do a like.
Was there a jump scare at the end of that one?
No, because she just walks away and she keeps smiling.
Yeah.
Which is just like, that's just a smile creature being like, "Fuck you, look what I can do."
Yeah.
I feel like this one, the smile creature is ruthless.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like, there was another scene where Sky's in her apartment and she's like freaking out. She's like, "I gotta leave. I gotta go somewhere." So she's getting a bag ready to go. And then she goes in to leave and she's in her room and she looks to the side, or like in her closet, I think it was. And there was like all for dancers as the smile creature.
Yeah.
And this one, it was doing that kind of it was doing that like look away, they move, and then when you look back, they're like in front of you type shit.
Yeah.
Which
That's tough. That's scary.
I was like, she can't do shit right there. Also, she's also prepared for it to just run at her any moment.
Yeah. Which it ends up doing.
Dude, that creature, it was torture to her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was definitely, yeah, it was getting her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, because do you look back and see if there's anyone there? 'Cause you can't see.
You can't.
And
then when she got into her like living room area, where she had to keep looking around, they were moving around.
Yeah.
And then the creature just grabs her and like slams her into a piano.
Yeah. Ouch.
Which that's why I like when the creature does stuff like that.
Yeah.
It like takes us out. Like, there's all no. I want to talk about this one a little later. I want to talk about the like triple fake out bullshit later.
The memory, or when she kills her mom.
Yeah. But-
I feel like the marketing spoiled it a little bit for me because I feel like I called that right away.
was it in the trailer?
It was like, well, okay, what got me was she was like, right at the beginning of the movie, she's like, oh, you've got that first big concert in 7 days. And so like, they're like, oh, it always takes 7 days to kill them. The concert's in 7 days. She's going to that concert.
Yeah.
Like, she's got to go to that concert.
I think.
And so I didn't think there was nothing that could throw, like, she couldn't kill her mom
Yeah.
and then go to the concert because they were going to arrest her.
Yeah.
So I just like knew. I was like, her mom's not dead.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going with that for a second.
Yeah.
But
So that's how I kind of put it together.
I got a little excited because I was like, finally the smile creature makes them do something like that and kill them. Because if that actually happened, I would be like, that just confirms that Rose killed that cat. In the first one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, does it confirm that?
I feel like if it was real, it would have.
But they also, so she loses days. And the smile monster says to her, and he's like, I like wearing your skin.
Yeah. Oh.
So
She was in there for a while.
right,
Because
the smile monster is controlling the person.
I think so, I guess. They just have her on like autopilot type shit, I guess. Because while he's doing autopilot, he's just running her through all these random scenarios. Where the smile creature's like running multiple plots on her. Like confusing her and giving her like different comfort zones. Because one, the best friend that we all thought was like some comfort for her was just the smile creature the entire time, which was crazy.
That was crazy.
It was like the entire time that it was there. And there's a point where the mom comes into like her house, and the girl waves at the mom and says, "Hey," but the mom never acknowledges it.
Yeah,
And I was like,
it's a giveaway.
yeah, I was like, damn.
She's not real.
Well, actually, I didn't think about it. I thought the mom just didn't like her.
Yeah, because she calls her by her first name.
Yeah. And then we find out later that it's that she hasn't even seen her best friend. The reason she like the smile creature is doing like phone shit now.
Yeah.
It's like it's sending her texts, which as soon as she started getting those texts from a random number, I'm like, are you sure this is real, pal?
Yeah.
And then
And that's the first number. That was the good number. That was the one she needed to respond to.
was it two different numbers?
Well, she gets a text from Paul, who's the actor's name.
The dude in the later?
Yeah. It's like Harris. What's his name? Harris?
No. Morris?
Morris. So she gets a text from Morris.
Yeah.
It's a number she doesn't know.
And she ignores it for like a few days, and it just keeps cycling her. And like, I feel like at some point you should have been like, this might not be real.
Yeah.
Because she thinks she's gonna her best friend's there to help her, but it's really the smile creature giving her this false comfort. Because also the smile creature used her friend like for scares like twice, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, a couple of them. The car one.
Yeah, the car one where she was laying in bed and she like was smiling. And those was one of those long smiles where you were like, all right, let's do the jump scare already.
Yeah, like, move it. Come on. That's why the movie is 2 hours and 12 minutes long. Because the jump scares get so long. Because the director knows you're expecting it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'm just going to keep holding it.
And the smiles are so uncomfortable in this movie, I feel like. But there's that one, and then the one where she was running from the stalker dude, she opened the door and the best friend was right there. I was like, that's a little too coincidence. I was like, she may have should have known. But that's crazy that like we don't even I feel like, do we even know how long she was like hallucinating for?
So I think when she hits her head on the piano.
You think that's one?
Yeah. Because that's two. One of the dancers like sticks his arm down her mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then she's just hallucinating for that moment.
And because the guy, Morris, is like, it's like he says that they can't help her past like day 3,
Oh yeah.
you know. So I think everything after that, when she hits her head, that's all hallucination.
Damn, she should have just went with him the first time.
Yeah.
But nah, the smile creature would have got her.
Yeah, it still gets eaten. Oh, talk about the opening scene.
Oh yeah, so the opening scene, we have I don't know what the character's name was, but it's Kyle, what's his name? I forgot what his last name. That's the actor's name. So we have the dude who was the ex-boyfriend of Rose, who got the smile creature from the last movie. It opens up with him. He's about to like try and kill someone to pass on the smile creature. Oh fuck. Wait, no, I can say kill someone.
Well, no, he's got the lattes when he's walking in.
Oh,
He gets out of his car. And he's got like 2 lattes in a tray. And he walks in, and he's got him at gunpoint, and he walks in, and his brother's like, "You got my mocha latte?"
and then so he immediately he kills the brother in front of I think they were brothers, in front of another one. And then he should have thought this through more, first of all. Because they're 2 like, I don't know if they were like robbers or something. They're like
They're 2 murderers. He said they like accidentally murdered a mother or her children or something.
Something like that. It's a fast-paced scene.
So he's justifying
this is
passing the smile on to these
because they're doing crime and shit.
Yeah.
And so he murders one in front of the other one, and then the other one pulls out his gun and shoots at him, and they both shoot at each other. He hits Kyle in the arm, and then the other brother gets a shot in the like chest. And he's like, "Fuck." Which I'm like, yeah, you should have thought about that.
You didn't think he was gonna shoot at you? Like, he's got a gun.
I was like, you did this. You didn't think this.
No.
Dude. I mean, he's also probably going super crazy.
Yeah.
Because when he was walking in, he saw someone Rose on fire.
Yeah. He was holding it together better than the singer, though.
Yeah. He was holding it together the best, probably.
Yeah.
But that's because he knew all the info about it and shit. But so then a kid comes out, like, not a kid, well, he's like a young dude who's like was just there, I guess, hanging out with them. And he was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, don't kill me." And Kyle's like, "Fuck."
No, not like happy. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know someone else was here."
I don't think he was happy.
Well, yeah, I guess he does.
He didn't want him passed to him. But he gets passed to this random dude who was hanging out with these 2 murderers. Which I guess he maybe should have been happy it was passed to him.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But he still doesn't get away.
No, he runs, and because there's these gang members or something that are like coming to hang out with the brothers, and they find them dead, and they're trying to kill him, and he runs into the street and gets ran over. Do you think the smile creature did that?
I mean, it's got a big smile.
Yeah.
It turns into a big smile, so it seems like it was a smile creature.
It was like, yeah, you passed me along, but you're still dying.
Yeah. It was almost, and that like raises a good question about the lore of the smile creature, I think. Because it's like, I don't know. Like, how much power does it have?
Yeah, how much power does it have? I think it's pretty limited to one person.
I also I don't think this movie moved the lore long enough. You know?
Yeah. But I'm like, how much do we really need to explore about the creature?
Yeah.
Do we want to know more about this random creature?
Yeah, there probably isn't that much more, which is why they don't explain it.
They're like, just accept that it's this weird parasite like entity.
Right. That likes to smile.
And then what about that scene? We can talk about the scene with where she knocks down that old lady.
Oh yeah. Oh, because that's when she gets invited to the charity.
Yeah, she agrees to this charity. Mind you, it happened. Like, she just got the smile creature.
Yeah.
And she's trying to keep it together. She's like, yeah, I can do this thing. Which I'm like, you shouldn't agree to that. Are you serious?
Well, it's not till after her mom pushes her.
Oh, yeah.
Because her mom's a bitch. And she's like pushing her the whole time to like, do everything, go on tour, do this, do that.
Yeah, this girl's freaking out. And her mom's like, it's cool. You got the tour coming up. We'll push back some dates, but you got to keep going.
Yeah. So she forces her to do it, and she begrudgingly agrees.
And so she's been dealing with the smile creature for like a few days now. I want to say, what happened? We don't have to get too deep into it.
Get deep into it.
What happened before that event? Was this?
Let's not get too deep into it.
Yeah, that's all I was trying to figure out. Okay, never mind. It's okay. But then,
But so she's
been dealing with the smile creature for a bit now. I think it did one of the nightmares where like, it did the thing in the dressing room. Where, okay, so she had rehearsals for her tour, and the smile creature was messing with her. It made her see like someone like smiling at her, and she like fell down during a rehearsal, and she freaked out, and she went back to her dressing room.
Yeah, she thought she re-injured her leg.
And then so she has this assistant name. I forgot what the assistant's name is. We don't have to get into names.
I don't know character names.
But she, this assistant came out smiling of her room and walked down the hall past her. And so she goes into the room. It's trash because it wants it to make it look like she's crazy. She trashed her room after all this.
Yeah.
So she's freaking out now. She's like, what did he do? Why did he do this? I'm like, you saw him smiling at you. You should have known. Because at this point, she's had at least a few nightmares of smiling things.
Yeah.
Or like not even smiling things. She was saying the dude who smiled himself a bunch.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, you should have known something was going on. But
so she gets on stage.
No, it's after it's when she's in her room. Oh, you're talking about...
Yeah. Well,
okay.
we were going to talk about when she gets on stage.
Yeah, let's get back to when she gets on stage. So she gets on stage, and she also is begging her mom that she didn't want to do this anymore after all that happened because it looked like she like freaked out. I'm like, why would the mom still let her go? But it's whatever. So,
like she knew she was going to freak out.
Yeah.
She was freaking out already.
She gets on stage, and the teleprompter starts fucking up. And I'm like, okay. You could say, she just fumbled this thing so bad. She kept trying to make jokes about her life and like her recovery, how she's sober, and they were really bad because the teleprompter was like, the smile creature was fucking with the teleprompter, obviously. And
did you like how she comes out and she's like, how's everybody doing?
Yeah.
I'm not drunk.
Yeah, literally, I was like, whoa. I was like, they all know.
Yeah. They all think she's drunk. So acting crazy.
And so she's saying a lot of dumb shit. And then the teleprompter makes her mention her dead boyfriend that she got killed in a car crash. And then so she's like fucking up, and they're all just watching this shit in just utter disbelief. They don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And then so she's like, she doesn't know what to do. Also, before she came out here on the stage, she like smeared some of her like lipstick, so she already looked crazy walking on stage.
That was an iconic look though.
And also, it's fucked up the old lady didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's truly. She was the last line of defense, and she just let her get on stage like that.
And so she's fucking us up, and then she's freaking out, and then she sees the dead ex-boyfriend or dead boyfriend smiling at her, and he's walking up, and she's like, no, get away from me, stop. And then she like freaks out because as it's getting closer, it just disappears, and then she just looks crazy on stage.
Yeah.
And then the older lady starts walking up to her, and she's like, hey, are you okay? Hey. And it does this quick jump scare of the dead boyfriend, and she like knocks the old lady into the table.
She sends her like 10 feet and smashing onto the table.
So that actually happened, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The reason why I'm like, did that actually happen is because that dude who like was the host of this thing, he was at the concert at the end.
Oh, you're so right.
So I'm thinking maybe it happened.
Maybe it didn't.
I don't even know. Maybe as soon as the best friend came into the picture.
Yeah, but that was also one of those jump scares where it's so long and you're waiting for so long, and you know it's coming, but they just won't do it.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of jump scares in this movie.
I like it. It was so tense and like awkward, and you just like, stop talking, please. Just run to the
literally just get off stage.
Literally. As soon as the teleprompter stopped or like fucked up, I was just walked off stage.
Yeah. Literally, I would have been like, it's not working. I signed up for teleprompter.
Like something's happening with it, and if they don't respond or something, just walk off stage.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the fake out thing. All right. So this whole like we still don't even know when the hallucination like stopped or like began. But like for like
I feel that's true. I really feel like it's when she hit her head.
I feel like that's when it like went deep into it, maybe. But I'm also like, did that on stage stuff actually happen?
Yeah, because she was pretty unstable before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe that's one of the strengths of the movie, is that you don't know what's real ever.
Yeah. We don't know what scenes are real and what aren't. Because it gets us up towards the end she, after her head gets knocked in by the demon, or when the whole like dancers got, not demon, I don't know why I said demon. The smile creature was all the dancers and knocked her out, and then she woke up in the hospital. And her mom was just like, you're good, you're okay, you'll be good tomorrow for the tour, right? And she's like freaking out. She's like, I can't.
Like she can do rehab in one day.
I'm like, this mom's crazy. And like, would you like, she's like talking about how this is it for her, and if they don't do this tour, that like that's it, she's never gonna recover. And I'm like, do you not care about your daughter's life?
Right. She like guilts her like for the workers too. She's like, oh, you're gonna put everyone out of work. Like, geez, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and as they're having this argument, then the smile creature just takes over her mom. And it's just saying shit to her. And then like it gets up and it breaks a piece of the mirror, and it grabs a piece of the broken mirror, and it's like walking towards her, and she thinks it's about to kill her. And she's like, look what you do to people. And it just kills the mom.
Yeah.
It smiles the mom.
Smiles her. She smiles herself.
I did that. I was hoping it was real, because I just wanted the smile creature to have some impact on the real world.
Yeah.
Other than like just having them smile themselves and then it just spreads.
It's definitely a little lame that everything is stuck inside.
Yeah, inside the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why too, like what even is interesting, okay, say Smile 3, it's about a bunch of people who are smiled. Like, what's interesting about watching, I don't know.
Maybe a group smile things, maybe like 3 or 4 people are all smiled, and then they have to like figure out what's real and not to each other. And they don't even know if they talk to the real other person type shit.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like on vacation or something like that.
Nothing like going to a concert, watching somebody smile themselves, and then going on vacation.
Yeah. Hello. I don't know. I'll just come up with ideas.
They'll figure it out.
And so after the monster smiles the mom, she freaks out. She's like, I gotta get out of here. She gets the assistant to go get her a soda. I love this part because the assistant's like, she's like freaking out. She's like, can you go get me a soda? And the assistant's like, what kind? And she's like, just surprise me. And then so she runs out. She like puts over a hoodie, and then you can still see some of the blood from her mom on her gown. And she's like almost through like getting to the exit, and the citizen's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And the citizen's like, "Help! Someone help her!" And she's like, "Stop! Stop!" And then she grabs the security guy's gun, and she just starts wilding.
Yeah.
She shoots the gun in the air, and then she runs.
Yeah.
And then she takes her her driver out of the car so she could take it. And that's when the best friend comes, and she's like, "I'm gonna come and be with you as you're going through this ride or die type shit."
And she's carrying the fakest cups of coffee I've ever seen. This is the second coffee scene in this movie, and it's 2 cups, and she's like, they're in a tray, and she's going all over it. So she eventually throws them, but whatever.
You really pay attention to that. Well, then so they're in the car, and then this is when we find out that the best friend has been alive the entire time. She just, I forgot what like, she gets, this is like the fake out from the first one where she gets the call while the smile creature's there with her. And it's the actual best friend, or like her ex-best friend, which they had like a bad past. There was some like bad text messages they had before they reunited. Oh, like fake reunited.
Yeah. Because their last text to each other was like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah, stuff like that.
And she's typing, "How are you?"
Literally. And then, so we find out that the best friend just only got the voicemail, and Sky's been texting her the entire time. Just this big paragraph, just random messages like, "Come over, like I need you, 911."
Yeah.
Wow. And
then, so she calls her and she's like, "What are these texts?" And then that's when you realize,
that
smile monster.
And it's just smiling. She also had a really good smile face. I was like, "Oh, I don't like this." And as they're like driving, it goes to like the highway where she was like, she got the boyfriend killed.
Oh yeah.
And that was a good one.
I don't like car crash stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't like car crash stuff either.
Yeah.
But I meant just
it was definitely scary.
I like the best friend fake out.
Yeah.
I don't like the mom fake out.
Oh yeah. And mostly when they were showing, I thought the scenes when they were showing her and the boyfriend were very disturbing.
Yeah, they were really disturbing because it was kind of real.
Yeah.
And it got kind of deep with that argument shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, he was like screaming. Did you know that's Jack Nicholson's son?
Yeah. Everybody talked about it during leading up.
Oh, really?
But I think he did pretty good. His smile was pretty. I mean, he has his father's smile.
Yeah.
So that ending part with the abandoned pizza shop.
Oh, the Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of annoyed that they didn't do anything with that.
I wanted that to be something too.
Like I want her to run around the pizza shop.
Yeah.
Like something's like chasing her or something. Like use that scene.
Yeah.
I was also like, nice, and not another abandoned place.
Yeah, abandoned house. The first one's abandoned house. Then the second one was abandoned Pizza Hut. Does that mean that, so in the first one, the house was the thing that was most important to her? Is Pizza Hut the thing that was most important to her?
No. I think the small creature got a little lazy.
Sure, that's possible.
And then so she gets put in this freezer because this dude Morris, who's been like trying to help her through this first one, which I think after their first interaction was they were at a bar, and that's when we learn all the lore about the smile feature, which I like. It was just in this 5-minute scene, they just talk about the lore real quick.
Yeah, they just got it all out.
Which I'm like, okay, good. You can kind of skip the first one and just get into this.
You could skip the first one, yeah.
And then Morris is like, if we kill you without the smile creature involved, it's going to die. And then we can revive you. And I'm like, why would you trust this random man to do that?
He was good. That's why I think I liked him, because he was kind of a creep, but you also, he's a good actor. And you felt bad for him when he really started talking.
Yeah, he had his brother got smiled a few smiles ago.
Yeah, so he was like a smile survivor, basically. Um,
And then so
I really wanted to see the heart. I really wanted to see them stop her heart.
Yeah,
And I
something
thought that
like
was gonna be
that.
a whole sequence. That was a really big fake out.
I was kind of annoyed about it, but it's okay
Yeah.
because we got the freezer scene. I like the freezer scene still. I just wish they did more with this stuff, where it's like he like puts her on the table and he's immediately like, "I forgot something. Be right back."
Yeah.
And I was like,
And then right after he mentions that if the door closes, you can't open it from the inside. And like that's gonna come up.
"Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
it does." And so she's sitting there, and then she looks up and she sees herself bleeding from the car crash. And she unbuckles the seatbelt, which I like. That was her versus herself at the end.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
And-
car crash her versus knew her.
Yeah, she like falls off the ceiling. She like lands on her, and then it's like messing with her and stuff. And it does that eye thing where it, like does the big eyes, and then she's like, "This isn't. I'm in control."
Yeah.
And then she bites the smile creature's teeth or
Fingers.
Fingers.
Creature's like trying to make her smile, getting ready to enter, and then
she's like, "I'm in control," and she bites them, and then the smile creature's like, "This isn't real, right? This is all fake."
yeah, got her.
And then like, I forgot what it does.
And then she's like in the darkness and she ends up in her like prop.
Yeah, prop thing. And she's in that dress she didn't like in the beginning because it showed her scars. And then, so she comes out to the crowd, which everyone predicted this ending. Let's just get straight to it. Everyone predicted it. She was gonna smile herself in front of a crowd. And I like that the creature like ripped open from the scars.
Oh yeah.
Because it was in front of her standing there was like a smiled version of herself, and it ripped out her like from her scars, and it came out as a creature, which that's when I was like, this creature looks weirder than the first one.
But this one was smiling.
Yeah, it was smiling.
It was like I don't think the creature in the first one was smiling.
No.
Which is like if you're designing the smile creature, how are you not gonna put a smile?
I got seen it. And so that's when everyone sees her like start choking out and like getting smiled.
And no one's rushing to help her.
Like, no one's. Everyone's just like, "Oh my god, someone help her!" I was like, "There's no one on stage backstage right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then it ends, and I enjoyed it. I still don't know how I feel about the ending overall,
Yeah.
but I still had a really good time through it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a good time. It was more fun than the first one. The scares were more often.
Yeah, they were more often and they were more active.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the smile creature just being weird out.
So what's the new rating system?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Dan. I can't even like say what I want to say. All right.
Sorry, I thought I don't know. I thought we were done.
No, we can do that.
told me 40 minutes.
Stop. All right. New rating system. So we have 4 categories. We're going to do buy it, streaming, or rent it. Don't look at my fingers while I'm counting.
I'm counting with you. 1, 2,
And then watch it for free. That means no money involved.
Oh
just
my
like
God.
on an airplane or something. And then don't bother. Just don't even bother seeing it.
So then buy it.
Buy it. Streaming/rent.
But what about go to the theaters? Is that buy it? So I just feel like
Dan, just do that. Do what you buy it would be theaters. Yeah, buy it would be theaters.
buy it. I would buy it. Wait, what are we doing? We're doing buy it?
Buy it, rent it / streaming. Do watch it for free or don't bother. I don't feel like it's that difficult.
I don't know. Okay, fine. I would buy it.
You would buy
what?
it.
I think we should talk about this system.
No, we're not. We're keeping it how it is. I don't care. We'll put
the system.
go see it like from day one in the buy it part. I don't know. I guess we'll talk about the system as I go.
But I'll buy it.
Okay, buy it. Okay, good.
I didn't nothing.
God damn it, Dan. All right, well, thank you for watching. Bye.
Hold up.